What a state of the union. America is back.
Members of the United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
President Trump's address to the Congress and to we the people last night was amazing, and I'm still bubbling over with pride, with the joy of seeing the great things that President Trump is doing and has been doing. It was awesome to be an American, to see these things. Not everybody in the room was happy to be an American. We're going to get into that in a little bit. But boy, was it ever glorious to see strength, to see power again, to see a leader leading. I mean, it was glorious. Yes, President Trump's address is what we're talking about today. Hello, friend, and welcome to the Conservative Poet. My name is Amania. Here on the channel, we do political reactions, we do a little commentary, some parody to drive home the crazies that we're seeing in the society. If that is something that is interesting to you, then please stick around. And don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. There was a lot of powerful moments in the room, so many. And I just want to show a clipping of just a couple of the highlights of what went on there last night. Some of the good things, some really good points that President Trump made. And we're also going to take a look at some of the moments in the room that was not so patriotic, that was not so American. And we're talking about the sourpuss Democrats, Pocahontas, drunken Nancy Pelosi, Jasmine Hackett, and the caveman, all of these different individuals and how they were just disgusting in the room. But hey, before we get into the discussion, let us look at President Trump and a few of the highlights from last night's conversation.
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. So, Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes. And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service. We must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns. Thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families. The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president. America is back.
All we needed, friends, was a new president, a new administration, a new team of loving Americans to really do the work to make America great again. All we needed was a new president to close the border. All we needed was a new president to stand up against Zelensky, to stand up against the foreign nations, to stand up against Canada, to stand up against Mexico and say, we're not going to take it anymore. There's a new sheriff in town. All we needed, friends, was a new president to close up that border. All we needed, friends, was a person who cared enough for this country to say, we're not gonna take it anymore. And Donald Trump stood up last night and he literally laid the law down to these Democrats, and the American people saw for themselves. We, the American people, voted for Donald Trump. Everything that he laid out there in the conversation, we voted for. And so when you see the Democrats sitting down, not clapping, not engaging at anything, having their signs, doing this and doing that, again, we the people voted for everything that Donald Trump is doing. So they are literally against we the people. That's what their protest was about. Their protest is against we the people because we no longer are interested in what they are selling. We are no longer interested because transparency has come, friends. A new president has come, friends. And we saw last night on full display the hatred and the disgustingness of the Democrat Party and who they are. Let's take a look at some more of that. So I wanted to share this, that a day or so ahead of the State of the Union address, Democrats came out here and made a video in reference to telling people not to watch and how Donald Trump is, this big bad boogeyman who's taking your money. Elon Musk is taking your money and so on. So they did separate videos, but they all were in a script and everybody said the same thing. I'm going to play that now, and then we're going to go right into the foolishness that they did during the meeting.
When I will immediately bring prices down starting on day one.
That ain't true. That's what you just heard. Since day one of Donald Trump's presidency, prices are not down, they're up. Inflation is getting worse, not better. The prices of groceries, gas, housing, eggs, of essentials is not getting better, it's getting worse. Meanwhile, Donald Trump has done nothing, goose eggs, to lower prices. Instead, he's pardoned violent criminals who savagely beat police officers
on January 6th.
He's letting Elon Musk take a chainsaw to vital government programs, and then, even worse, giving him access to Americans' most sensitive data. Social Security numbers, tax returns, health care bills. He's fired thousands of essential workers, people who help our veterans get their benefits, people fighting Ebola in Africa so it doesn't come here. He's frozen funding for vital programs that so many American families need: cancer research, education funding, payments to family farmers, and so much worse. Why are they doing this? Trump, Musk, Doge are taking these vital services away from you for one reason only: so they can give tax breaks to their billionaires club. Their plan is awful, simply awful. Billionaires win, families lose.
Well,
And
billionaires
that
win.
is the truth.
And that is the truth.
And that is the truth.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber. Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House.
Thank you, everyone who has been supporting the conservative poet. I owe you a debt of gratitude. And if you haven't supported the channel, you can do so now. We have new merch that you can purchase, candles, mugs, all kinds of great merch. Please visit theorlandopatriot.com and get yourself 30% off. Thank you so much. These Democrats really have no shame when it comes to this. So that video that they made where they're ahead of the meeting, well, not just one of them did it, about a whole lot more of them did it. Like 5 or 6 of them came together and did this scripted video, and everybody did it separately and they put it together. It's the same thing, same format, same way. I mean, these Democrats is something else. And then, of course, you saw the clipping of everything that they were saying, their cards, that, Social Security, and that Elon Musk lies, and so on and so forth. And the truth of the matter is that they are the ones lying. And transparency has finally come through Doge and through Elon Musk, and they can't stomach it. Why? Because they are the ones breaking the law. He's literally getting ready to take money out of their pockets. That's what's happening, because this is how they get rich. They don't want the truth coming out here. They don't want we the people knowing everything that they've been doing with our money, right? And so they come out here and they want to protest. They want to boohoo, whine, and cry. But guess what? The American people is waking up, and they saw through it last night. I'm going to play a clip of We the People talking about exactly what is happening. The people are spoken. Yes, they overwhelmingly support Donald Trump and overwhelmingly love what they saw last night. The numbers don't lie.
This was a horrific night for the opposition party, regardless of how well she just spoke. It started out with Al Green getting thrown off the House floor because he couldn't keep his emotions under control. Then they had the ridiculous paddles, which now social media is roasting.
That you said false on one side and
ridiculous.
Elon on
and
the
then
other.
finally, and maybe most terribly, the Democrats who couldn't find it in their heart to stand for objectively good things, including the 95-year-old mother of Mark Fogel and Mark, who got rescued from a Russian prison, and they couldn't even stand up for that. I thought Democrats came into this speech lost and defeated by Donald Trump, and today it looks to me like they're even more lost and even more defeated than when this speech started.
To the results, what was your reaction to Trump's speech? 44% of speech watchers in our instant poll tonight say they had a very positive reaction to Trump's speech. 25% somewhat positive, 31% negative.
Okay, so can we talk about the address to Congress last night? It was amazing. And not because I'm a fan of Donald Trump, but because he delivers every time. Even if you want to sleep on the man, he delivers every time. And that is why I like him, because I don't have to just like him to like him. It's not a cult, but he consistently delivers every time it's necessary. Can we talk about how it started like a college football game? Can we talk about how it started like a college football game? Also, Lil DJ tore me up, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Lil DJ tore me up. That was so cool. That was so cool how they spent so much time making that little kid's night. You feel what I'm saying? Tore me up, y'all. But that man consistently delivers every time. I want to repurchase my affection for Donald Trump every time. And that's why we have a 4-year subscription.
The American people are seeing it in living color. They are seeing it. These people are so wicked that people are actually looking and saying, you know what? These people really are not for America. They're not for we the people. They're not for America. They're not for America. They're wicked and they're evil. And even NPAs, independents, are seeing this.
Hey y'all, I just got back from the presidential address watch party. I'm exhausted. My only request is that they move these up in the future, meaning like 7 o'clock, okay, 6 o'clock. As a former liberal and now independent, I'm going to tell y'all this. I am a bit disappointed and left emotional and very tired. You know, I'm disappointed in the Democrats. I try to hope for the best on both sides, but tonight the Democrats acted like sore losers to me, and let me explain. So, tonight wasn't only about policy, it was about optics, it was about strategy, it was about leadership, it was about uniting the people, and the Democrats failed on all three. Trump is the king of optics, we know that, and the Republicans basically brought in families who lost their loved ones to crime, real people, real pain, and the Democrats, they sat there, arms crossed, refusing to even acknowledge these moments, even the moments that should have brought everyone together. They didn't clap, they didn't stand, they didn't smile, they didn't do anything. They actually clap for the things that are bad. And every moment in there represented a missed opportunity that the Democrats failed to act on. And they are being so bitter and so angry and so upset that they can't even realize how bad they're making themselves look. And that's the problem. This isn't about serving people anymore. It's about ego, it's about tribalism, and it's about parties and power. And if they had any strategy or some PR person that would help them, they would have ignored the hate, okay, stood up, clapped, and promised to work for the betterment of people. Instead, they look bitter. They look like sore losers. They look like they don't do well at teamwork either. And they have poor sportsmanship. And they looked guilty. Guilty of the very things they're being accused of. They look guilty of funding criminals, of ignoring crime, misusing money, and putting others before the American people. And their response, more finger pointing at Trump at the end. All they did was talk about Trump, okay? I'm tired of that. Democrats, y'all have to start talking about the issues y'all are going to address, what you're going to fix, what legislation you're working on. Y'all have to work. You can't just keep making promises about social issues, and you got to do the work. It's moments like this that remind me why I left the left, honestly, and why I don't feel like I align with the culture of it anymore. It's just not producing results. It's about bullying, forcing people to conform, and silencing dissent. And I prefer to be an independent.
I think people are waking up, friends. Former liberal, now independent, here stating common sense, calling out the Democrats for what it is, for what they were, what they saw, what she saw last night. Yes, people are waking up. So I really feel good that this took place the way it did, because again, the American people see it for themselves. They see the sourpussness. They see that these people are literally against America because we voted for this and we are getting what we voted for. And the Democrats who went against us are unhappy, miserable. How do they go back to their constituents? Their constituents voted for this, right? Man, I'm telling you, I am pumped for the midterms. Cannot wait to see how all this comes out, because every day is a new hammer for these people. Every day the nail in the coffin keeps going. We just keep hammering. And it's not because of anything that we're doing. It's because of what they are doing. It's because of their values. It's because of their lack of morals. This is what it is. And we, the American people, are seeing it on full display. And I can't wait. I can't wait for heads to roll, for things to actually happen with these people and the laws that they've broken. I'm very excited to see. If we can't get them through putting them in prison and jails, then we can unseat them. That's what I'm looking forward to. Well, friends, that's going to be it for the video. Thank you so much for taking the time. I want to say shout out to Adam Francisco. I was watching his stream last night. That's how I watched it. It was great. I had a lot of fun on there. It was great. Shout out to you, Adam. You're doing your thing and you look great, brother. Love you. So thank you very much again for taking the time and watching this. Talk to me in the comments. What was the moment that you liked the most? Did you like our new officer, our new Secret Service officer, DJ? And what did you like? Did you like the Lake and Riley presentation that President Trump did? What about the park for the little girl that was also murdered? So a lot of different moments there. For me, it really was truly the moment with a DJ and how President Trump tied in making America healthy again with RFK, childhood cancer. He talked about 1 out of every 37 children. I mean, these numbers is crazy. When it used to be 1 out of 1,000, now it's 1 out of 37 cancer in children. I mean, we need to fix it. We need to fix it. So talk to me about what was your favorite moment last night. We had some really great ones. America is back, you guys. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the content. Go to orlandopatriot.com, get 30% off the merch. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really, really appreciate it. God bless you and keep you, and I will see you in another video.